everybody, this is Bollietv once again. Today I'm here sitting with two great people on Bollietv Live. And to my audience, before we can proceed with this program, I will ask them to introduce herself. But before we do that, we'll always start the ladies first. She will introduce herself and her role and everything before we can proceed. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing wonderful.
All right. Welcome to Arizona. Let me just say that.
Thank you.
And welcome to Bollietv. Well, you can introduce yourself to my audience before we can proceed.
My name is EDITH POAH. I am the National President of GEA Association in the Americas. I serve as a two-term National Vice President, national level, and also member of the Board of Directors for GEA Association PA chapter. Of course, I have served in many capacities and also serve on the Putu Affordable team. I also serve as a National Vice President for Putu Affordable, CEO and founder of Blessed Children Foundation, member of Bubble Amuya, also member of the United 60 Born, and many other organizations I'm very involved in. So thanks so much.
Wow, wow, there are a lot of achievements. You see, all the things what she lists, I won't even remember because we'll be drawing questions from it. You'll hear on census, on court. All right, so I will now turn to my right here. My friend and brother here will introduce himself, and I hope now he don't have too many qualifications and credentials like our sister yesterday, but we look forward to it. So go ahead, you can look to the camera and introduce yourself to our audience so we can proceed.
All right, good evening, fellows. My name is Alex Vlendi GEA, current president of GEA Association Arizona chapter, current Moses PRA financial secretary, and I live in Arizona. Thank you.
All right, now thanks to you guys. So basically what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be asking questions both for you guys, you the local GEA president, and she's the national chairman. I'm happy to have both of you on board. President, right?
Yeah.
I'm happy to have both of you on this program today. So I will put a question out there. The first question will be, what are some of the major challenges have you guys had since being elected? Because I noticed that both of you being elected, she being elected, and you being elected. And we also want to know how long have you been in the post since being elected? Any one of you can go first.
Okay. As a national president, I was elected in May of last year in Des Moines, Iowa. When it comes to level of challenges, of course, we have so many, but I will talk about very few. The most important one is the division in the community. All right, the community is heavily divided, and we are trying to put the community together. In addition, is the level of actually trying to treat each other with respect. Because with respect, you can do a lot. When I talk about respect, it's respecting other people that led before you.
That is correct.
And trying to understand that.
Right.
Before you got there was someone who was there before you. And if you got there, you need that person's expertise to be able to help you to navigate to where you want to be. So it is not about me and myself. It's about a teamwork and showing people love. When you love somebody, you will always love to cherish them and respect them. So these are the challenges we are faced with. Wow. And we are doing our best.
And you say how long you've been elected now? How long you been in the office now?
Less than a year. Come this May would make me a year as a national president.
Wow. So the tenure position is actually for how many years? 2 years?
2 years.
Oh, so your term is coming to an end. Are you running again?
I think so. And I hope you all watching will be able to support my quest for new leadership.
Make sure you reach out to Bollietv when that time comes so we can see how we can help you in the campaign, okay?
All right.
Now, Mr. Alex here. So the same question goes to you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Bollietv. Actually, I was elected September 2020 and re-elected November last year. So I'm a two-term president now. And
congrats.
I'm so happy, and thank you to the people of Arizona for re-electing me, for trusting me with the position. We are here to serve you. But when it comes to challenge it, it's the same thing the national president said, unity first, let we all put aside our differences. This is what we're fighting for for every Granadian to come together. Let we put aside our differences and be one. These are the main challenges we're facing because we are heavily divided. People on their own, other people don't want to be part of this because of their respect, you know. So let we try and respect each other regardless our differences, regardless our political opinion. You know, every people that live in a community will always have disagreement. Disagreement does not mean we are fighting war. We got to disagree to agree. So these are the challenges we're facing. We're trying, pushing our people forward to see how we can come together and have a one voice to move forward.
Thank you. Now, I hear both of you talking about challenges, right? Now, can you give me an example of some of those challenges and what mentor did you guys use to overcome some of those challenges? Because I hear you guys talking about division, people coming together. Can you give me an example of some of the divisions you guys mentioned? Where is it coming from? Does this come from the national level, local level, board members, or where is it coming from? And then how did you overcome those challenges or how you reacted to them?
Well, the challenges Granadian facing today actually derived from the national level from the beginning. Since the 2015 convention, Granadian, we are heavily divided. Some of us went the other way, but we realized that what we were doing was wrong. And we decided to come back to the mother chapter organization, which is the GEA, Granadian Association in America. So our people, even though we have our individual conflict, that Granadian Association cannot solve, because Granadian Association will not go about judging individual cases, but we will try our best to put our people together, and that's what we're doing. So our organization is developed from the national level. It came down to the chapter level, and we are still facing the challenge here, and we will try our best to see how we can work on that to make it work and see our people back together. But actually it started from the national level since the 2015 convention.
Yeah, but I still have not gotten an example of what you just say it started. What started? What happened? Because we have to give people an example. Okay, this is what happened and this is what happened.
Okay, what actually happened for me, from my point of view,
Okay.
is our political point of view. You know, what I believe in. And because I believe in EDITH and the other people didn't believe in EDITH, so we decide not to speak to each other and go our separate way.
You mean you're talking about at the time of the election?
Elections.
Certain people did not want the current
president and the other people don't want. Yeah. I just gave the example because she's the current president, so I will use her as an example.
So, Madam President, the same question go to you. I mean, you heard the question. If you want me to repeat, I can repeat it.
No, I heard you loud and clear. And apparently, there's a saying. You know, if you are sick, you go to the doctor.
Right.
Right? You wouldn't go to a mechanical engineer when you are sick. And speaking to you, I can tell you that I do have the experience. I know what it is to get in a race, to vow for position. And when you get into a race, any given election, you should expect to win or lose. Okay?
Right.
And I once served as a presidential candidate, lost an election.
Right.
And supported the team that won.
Correct.
And the reason I decided to support the team that won is simple. I had an agenda when I went in the race. The agenda was to make a difference for my people. So the fact that I lost the election, whatever that motivated me to get in the race did not cease. That problem still existed. So the best thing to do is to work with the winning team. And I think I did that perfectly well by working with President James Ubate. In addition, if you can recall, when I said I served as a two-term national vice president, when we took over, there was a huge division within the community, President Connor and President Glad. And my administration was able to bridge the gap and bring the union together. I'm faced with the same situation today. When we took over, most of the chapters pretty much were inactive. And as it is right now, we have resurrected about 6 chapters.
Wow.
Got them from the sleeping bench to now to the reawakening, and they are having activities in that year. More besides, I'm here today. I was called to come here on a very short notice. But I know the people of Arizona, they need me. this chapter needs me very well. So I had to improvise to be able to be here. And of course, when you want to see things happen, hold yourself accountable. And the team that I have, we are doing just that.
Now, Madam President, I want to understand something. You say you were two-time vice president. Are you saying that the candidate that you ran as a vice president, you guys won twice, or was it the same candidate or two different candidates?
We went against President Guier twice.
You won.
We won him. And of course, we did all we had to do to make sure there was stability. When we left the organization, the membership have gotten so high, and our last activity was in this very chapter, the convention that brought President Guier to, power.
Wow.
And people that here were very moved by the 10 out of the people.
Right.
So of course we did our best to bring the union together.
So then, what is the problem now? Because from what I know, you said 2 terms in these tenures, right? So you won twice as a VP, so that's 4 terms right there. So right now you bear in the executive, I would say going on 6 years now, because 2 terms as a VP, and then you by yourself now. Why you think people don't want you to be the leader?
Everyone has their own individual feelings that you can hold someone accountable. It is up to me to convince people why they should accept me as the leader, and my action will speak. And of course, like I just mentioned, anyone who means well for Grand GEA Association and who wants to see the organization to get to the next level, you will not just hear the name EDITH POAH and ignore that name. It means a lot. And I have the technical know-how.
You supported these people, right? Even though you lost against them, but you came back and said, you know what happened? It's one unity, one Grand GEA. You supported them. Now you win. They back off. So let me ask the both of you a question. Is the Grand GEA Association non-divided?
I would tell you that, of course.
So we have 2 different Grand GEA presidents in the United States of America.
No.
We don't have Grand GEA Association. We just have one administration, but we have people who are just watching, who are supposed to be active and now not active. For example, the candidates that we ran against that were supposed to be in the election, some of them don't come to activities. They don't want to come.
So the national election, you guys on the convention you're going for. There's no opposition to you, nothing. There's not, because I remember the last time, check if I don't make a mistake, sometime back in August, we lost one of our sisters in the community. During that time, the Grand GEA Association came here, but then I noticed there were 2 presidents speaking.
You're talking about GEAD and GEA?
Now, you just said it. That's why I asked. Are those not the same Grand GEAans? Are they separated from where you heading? Where you the president of? Which one you president of? I'm sorry.
I'm president of the mother organization GEA.
So what is the name of the other organization?
I believe it's Grand GEA Association in the Diaspora. GEAD.
And those guys are working independently from you guys. Not the same.
But their members are part of the Grand GEA Association.
Got you. All right. So, Mr. Ellis, let me ask you a question. So congratulations again. You won twice in your opposition. What did you accomplish within your 2 years, right? Terms in the first 2-year terms that you think you can overshadow in the second 2-year terms that you're in?
Thank you, Mr. Bollietv. Actually, the first accomplishment right now is
not now. You say you serve
in the past.
Yeah,
I'm serving my second term, so I didn't serve 2 terms yet.
I said, what did you accomplish in
my first 2
years that you think you will do better in the second 2 years that you're going now?
Well, the first thing is on unity, the unity aspect. Right now, as Grand GEA, we try our best to make sure that everybody come on board, and of course, with the help of the national president, it's happening. So that one accomplishment to make
now
sure.
Or last?
And you see the first 2 years?
Yeah,
that's what I'm working on. Yeah. So now we have almost 95% of Grand GEA on board. So it's a plus for us. One, before I leave office, for people to say yes, it will honor Mr. GEA administration that Grand GEA came together. And the second thing is to work with all Grand GEA entire that whenever they have something or somebody is in need, I will make sure and go there to help the person to get what they need. And that's what we've been doing.
So in your first 2 years, basically what you're doing with the help of the national president right now,
Yeah.
she helped you to bring Ghanaians on board.
Peace.
Yeah. So the second 2 years now, you want to make sure you get more people on board so that everybody can be united.
Yeah, for the organization to be stable.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
stable.
in the 2 years that you first 2 years and now going on the second 2 years, did you ever have any negative experience with any member of the board, of the entire board? If so, what caused it?
Let me say this. In any leadership, there will always be a disagreement and agreement. The board is not on, you say negative, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing negative about the board. The board is doing their job. They have to make sure and hold us accountable of what we're doing. So for me, I don't see it as a negative aspect on their side. It's something that they're doing to make us strong and make sure that we do the right thing.
Have you had any negative experience with any of them?
No.
All
As
right.
far as I'm
VP,
concerned, the boy is doing their job and they're doing a great job.
Madam President, what's about you?
Well, the national administration, the national board of directors, we are working together very well. We haven't had any negative experience since we took over.
All right. So, and I'm glad to hear that. That's what we need to hear. Both working along with the leadership can have things going smoothly. Now, I know you're saying you thinking about maybe trying to run for the second time, right?
Possibility.
Okay. Now, the same question I asked Mr. Alex here. What do you hope to accomplish your second term if you do win that you did not accomplish in your first term?
Well, we haven't had a year
Yet.
in the administration, but as we know, the time, if you want to do a lot, there are a lot of things you need to do.
Wow.
2 years is not enough to do things that you have to do, especially when the union is divided,
Wow.
especially when you are suffocated financially. There are a lot of things you need to do.
That is
So
true.
we want to focus on the unification aspect of this union
Right.
to bring people back. Wherein we have 23 chapters now, we are pretty much way behind. That's one of our focus points that we have to, be more geared towards to make sure that things are done when it comes to unity and the function, for the chapters to function well. So that's what we're going to focus on a lot. We also said that where the previous leader stopped, we're going to begin from there.
Right.
So we are now working on what we brought yet, rather to continue. And the reason is simple, right, Mr. Bullet? Can you imagine you took over and you say, I'm going to drop this person on the activities and start a new one? And
They
then
will not like it.
and then when you start in 2 years, your term is over. Yours is dropped, Mr. GEA come, he doesn't want to follow through. So you have a bunch of incomplete projects. Go on out those days. Okay? On our administration, we're going to focus on those things. So what we did when we took over, we got $15,000 debt and were able to pay that right after our inauguration. We engaged the company that had to do the projects, and the companies are willing. I mean, the company, if not companies, the company is willing to be able to continue the projects of the previous leaders. So we gave them $10,000. So in the short period of time, we spent the amount of $25,000 towards the previous leader, and that's what we are doing.
Now,
Okay.
were you a president or a vice president? Because one time I saw on Facebook some men when they brought something on statue, they said that was those statue looking at something Chinese man. Were you a VP during that time, or were you not in office that time?
I was not in office, and I was president's door picture.
Movement, yeah. They started with regards to a lot of confusion going on. Some people say they did not know the door. Some people say, whatever happened to that case? Did you ever get rid of that
It was
statue?
done. No, it
So
was
we
built.
did it?
It was built.
Well, completed.
Oh, so they completed it. And where is it now?
It's in Grange there.
Oh, happy to know. Now, this question where I know some of them, back then the Grand Jury Association, when I was following, there was a confusion about one of the president. I don't know if you're vice president to that president, being accused of taking money out of the account of the Grand Jury Association. What became of that case?
One of the presidents?
Yes, because back then, I think, if I'm not making that, it was if I'm February or somebody guy.
Oh yeah, I was in the leader at that time.
You're in the leadership, but he was not.
I was
They
not.
said he went to the bank and took money out of the people.
Yeah, President Guillaume.
Now, can you elaborate on what really happened to that case? Was it true or was it not true? Since you is the national president now, I'll bring it to you first before I go to the local president.
Yeah, before the national president come in.
Yeah.
Mr. Bollietv, we don't want to go into that. We're trying to unify Grenadian right now, so
Okay.
we don't want to open all homes.
Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah, so we want to leave that alone for now, and then I don't know about the national president what you want to say on that, but for me, I
So
think
you're speaking for yourself now.
yeah, but yeah, but I think, yeah, she's my boss, but I know she understands where I'm coming from, so we don't want to go into that right now.
Say you feel saying you speaking for all.
Okay, I don't want to go into that right now, so I think I will prefer us leaving this the way it is for now, because we're working on a peace aspect.
Well, we
you
are
want to
addressing issue as they come.
Exactly.
Thank you.
So will you want to address this issue that let's talk about?
Like I said, whatever we have right now, we're dealing with it as it is. Needs, as the need arises, we're gonna handle issues as it is. So
let me ask you, what are one of the difficult jobs being the national president of the Grand Jury Association since you've been the national? What are the most difficult part of being that?
Is the communication process, the false accusation.
Can you give example of some of the false accusation? I'm sorry.
For example, people without proof.
Would you be accusing you or accusing
in general, people would just run with stuff, and without people authenticating, they would just say, "Oh no, it is true," and then they run with it. For example, even they just integrated to the association election.
The one you want.
Yeah. People came out with different information, and the community, people are not very involved. And we as leaders, we need to provide information that are accurate.
That is correct. I'm not stopping. Perception play a very big role in our community. Some people don't investigate. Soon they hear things, they ready to run with it. Yeah, so go ahead, continue, madam.
So if we can actually control information getting out there to be able to speak from a position of facts, it will help a lot. And that is what concerning. Okay, President GEA, he misappropriated some money. You don't have no proof because they had an event tonight. You just got it and say, and people will run with it. We need to actually control the narrative of how things get out there, because it is very important. It has a lot to do with the division in our community as well.
Wow. So let me ask you, have you been particularly accused of any wrongdoing that is false? And if so, what is that particular? Can you give an example of it?
Let me add on to that.
No.
Before she come here, I know where you're coming from. Let me give an example of myself. I was one of those that accused.
You're not talking for her.
No, he's talking about himself.
I said, let me give an example of myself. I'm one of those that accused, but I'm poor, the current president of Grand Jury Association. This is why I said, let me come in before her.
Okay.
We
what
said
was the accusation on her?
Accusing her of mismanaging the people money, which of course
and how did you derive of that?
It was now 100% proof because I didn't do my investigation right. So these are some of the things she was saying here. Sometimes we don't have clarity on what we're saying, and we just go out there and put it. And I was having support.
I like your honesty.
I had support back then. I will have other view because people want to see us destroying other people. So this is what she was saying. At some point we got to make sure whatever we will say out there about people, until you can be into that leadership, you don't know what it is to be a president.
That is correct. So,
Madam President,
besides they may lie on you before, do you have any other lie that you can give example? And
no, he believed at that time.
Yeah, I said besides his own, you want to.
No, nothing so far. And in fact, people will come up with stuff. Wow. They will continue to do that, and it's Don't take it personal. My advice is, as a leader, always be able to be objective and handle things as they come, and reach out to people who say negative stuff about you. You see Mr. GEA today. Mr. GEA was one of the people who actually spoke.
And then on live camera, confessed to it. I gave it up to him to say, look, I said this about before because he did not do proper investigation. You see, people, this is what I always tell people. This is what Bollietv was established for. The facts. For me, I got in this community since I started this TV, I receive a lot of information from people. But what can weaken those people and say, okay, even though you give it to me, I have to verify. If this story is not verified, you're not going to hear me talk about it. So it's basically what you're saying here. All right. So now, Mr. Alex, you've been 2-term president. I'll keep coming to you now. And you live way in Tucson, right? How you and people, the polling feels, how you're doing it? Have you been accused? I know you're not accused of falsely, but now you're on the camera. Have you been accused falsely? And if so, can you give us an example where it was and what was the reaction? Because you already gave her all to nothing.
Yes, currently the people of Arizona, I want to say thank you first. You know, the membership, the membership didn't accuse me of anything. The only people that are accusing me of eating money right now is the bowl. But they didn't accuse me actually of eating money. They only say I should make a financial report.
Have you been making a financial report though?
No, let me be honest. See, these are some of the mistakes we make in life, you know. Since we took over, we don't have bank account. And we're using our money from somebody's pocket, Zelle, and this and that for over 3 years.
What do you mean you don't have bank account? Well, no,
I don't want to go into that right now. Yeah, but honestly, yeah, I got to now everything. Yeah, but now everything poking about it's our secret. Yeah, but I would say what I want you.
But the boy accusing you.
Yeah, so they say that's what I say. We don't have bank account, and the boy have all right to accuse me. I don't want to go into that.
So let me ask you: the last 2 years you were in power, right?
Yeah.
Did you do any financial report?
Yes.
So you have bank account then?
No. That's why the financial report is now.
Did the board accuse you then?
Yes.
And you still didn't do the poking by the let you give a second time?
Yes, because they know that I'm doing the right thing.
Well, how giving a financial report?
I did give financial report, like I said.
How you been giving it that?
Like I say, I gave the breakdown of how we spend the money because we're using the money.
With the expenditures?
Yes, because we had Zelle. We have Zelle that we're using. Whatever money goes outside is being Zelle. It's not cash we're giving. So we always make sure, since we don't have bank account, we sell the money to whatever is going. That way, it's another way of...
So the boss say you stealing the money, you won't give financial report, all other things. So what happened?
Actually, the current board chairman is also around. I know he's listening to me. Mr. Fetcher Toba. Actually, congrats to Mr. Fetcher Toba. He's our current board chairman in Arizona.
You are leading the accusation, right?
No. I'm not going to call who is leading the accusation, but the current board chairman and other people, I know they're working with me for, they're trying to make me a better leader. When people criticize you, does not mean they don't like you. Okay. They're trying to make you a better person. And people that criticize your credit, it's your strength.
That is correct.
And you hear me? Yeah, so always people will sometimes say that when somebody criticizes or talk against us, we feel that the person is our enemy. Don't get it wrong out there, folks. Whoever criticizes you, making you a better leader.
That's why people tell you the truth.
Yeah. So the board. So
how you respond to them?
The board, I told stealing the money. Actually, we gave them a breakdown
with the receipt,
with the Zelle, everything. But they want us to go back in our caucus and break it down more, and explain better how the team went, because after the first breakdown we gave, there was something there that was not accurate according to them. So we will get back to them as soon as possible again to get in the breakdown. And now we're about to open our account. The current board chairman, the former board chairman, Honorable Omega Kala, is no longer the board chairman of Arizona chapter. The current board chairman and us will go and open an account. From there now we'll have something accurate from the board.
What was preventing you from opening your account for the past 4 years? Because you can't do anything. What was preventing you?
Like I say, and I will continue to say, I don't want to go into that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Madam President and Mr. President, thank you guys so much for coming to Bollietv. I really appreciate the honesty shown on the TV here today. Yeah. And people, I'm glad you are watching. This is the kind of thing we want in our community. People who are honest about something. Like the man said, sometimes people criticize you, does not mean they don't like you. The people can always tell you the truth. Like the person will keep close to you. Right? And you heard Madam President here. She made it clear. She didn't lie. She said, well, difficult for her. She supported some people, then soon they put them together too. Even though she lost, she supported, but on the time, they want support, they can happy. Right. It's natural.
Right.
So before we can exit for this media today, I will go to Madam President so she can give her final statement to to the Liberian community, the Grenadian community, her final statement, and then I'll continue, Mr. Alex.
Well, thank you, Mr. Bode, and thanks to all your crew members on the Bollietv, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I just want to say, no matter what the situation is, there will be always challenges.
Right.
And those challenges should be reason for you to press on and be able to accomplish a lot of things. Don't take it personal.
Correct.
Because people who speak against you, they be the ones to actually help you to elevate you.
Correct.
And like I told people, never take things personal.
All right.
If you want to be that leader to do great things.
Correct.
Because someone who look at you in the face and says something to you may not be the one who actually trying to bring you down. At the end of the day, if you look at it honest, if you look at things objectively, then you have no particular person to be angry with. Right. Because you don't know who is the one that he said people were feeding him with information. Do I know all those people?
Too.
No. I didn't know those people. Maybe those people were the one I was laughing with.
Exactly. And they were probably telling you something different.
And maybe someone will come, did you see LGA?
Nah. Look at the rebel you. But they don't want getting the information.
Some of them.
Little demons then.
So the battle line is to make sure the Lord fight your battle. The battle is not yours to fight.
Right.
And as the leader, you should love people.
Right.
And do what is important to lead. Lead by example. Let your character speak well.
Right.
Do things that, if the people fail to do this, and what the people fail to do becomes the responsibility of the leaders. Right. Do not just sit back as a leader and expect things to happen. And if those things don't happen and you say, oh, because the person, never point fingers. That's what it make you a leader.
That is correct.
Okay? Failure is not an option if you're going to lead. You're going to always have to press on. Do things. Make sure everything happens. At the end of the day, show people treat people with respect, love people, and those same people will be able to do more for you. Mr. GEA and I, we are here today.
On the same TV,
same TV.
They think like a real here.
The last election I just ended, he was supporting me. He was supporting me. Yeah. If I was going to take it personal, he never would have supported me. He never would have confessed to you what he did to me.
Yeah. And
so you never have a permanent enemy. Okay? So my advice is, let's work together. Let's do things. And if you want to focus on bringing the community down, it's not a good thing to do. Life is too short to be stressed. Let's focus on the positivity rather and then focusing on the negativity. Let's see what's good for the community and see how best we can work together as a team to move the community forward.
And Madam President, you have a national convention coming here. You want to speak to the people a little bit about what to expect? So, because you're the president now, so tomorrow we'll be buying our ticket, we'll come in over there. We want people to be giving speech for 1 hour before we can do anything. So tell what we expect over there.
That's a very good point. GEA community will be in North Dakota, Fargo, North Dakota, to be able to celebrate our national convention May 3rd weekend. It's May 3rd, 4th, and 5th. We're going to have our welcoming night will be on Friday. The dress code will be blue jeans and an African top.
Oh. Please
make sure you go and bring your navy blue jeans, your top, any African top from in your closet. If you fail to do that, you may pay fees.
So it's free entry?
It's free.
But if you don't wear the correct clothes, you pay.
Only Friday night, right?
If you don't respect our dress code.
No, I won't.
Yeah, Friday night is free.
Okay.
If you don't follow the dress code, you pay.
And how much will be that fee?
The convention team will put it together.
All right. So, Mr. Alex,
Saturday.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Saturday we have our convention. In the day, we're gonna have our, we're gonna meet. The General Assembly will meet and come up with decision-making stuff. We will come up with ideas how to improve the organization and see what best we can do. Saturday night will be the ball. Sunday, the farewell program. We're going to have our t-shirts. We're going to have 3 colors.
You mean on Sunday now?
Green, yellow, and blue. You can choose whatever one.
Will the t-shirts be on sale over there, or you got to bring your own color?
You can buy it now if you want to, or you can get it when you get there.
Got you. Now, Saturday night will be
We
the
also
fee.
have fabrics to wear.
Oh, okay, got you. And
The
what's
ball.
the fee for Saturday night?
Saturday night, they talking about it. We're gonna put it out soon.
Because I think there's more I can't tell that do any money in my pocket that I'm giving you.
No, we'll let you know.
Okay. All right, Madam President, thank you so much. You concluded now because I want to go to my man before
Go
you
ahead, go ahead.
So, Mr. Ellis, my man, what will be your final word now to the people now? The people are too on because you are my president.
And we look forward to them coming. So just let the people know, Mr. GEA, how
Yeah. You see what you've been talking through all day, you're telling the truth now.
you want to know how many people coming from this
So your
place.
final word to the audience on Bollietv, let get your take now.
All right. Thank you, Bollietv. First of all, I want to say thank you to this beautiful woman right here. Madam POAH, she somebody that anybody will want to work with. You know, the little time I know her, I wish I knew her a long time ago. You know?
Before you lie on her, right?
Yeah.
Aww.
You know, it take a leader to do what Madam POAH is doing. Let's be honest, you know.
And it take a
For me,
man like you to do what you
know,
just did.
Exactly.
Let's be honest to ourselves. To make the world a peaceful and a better place for everybody, we got to be honest to ourselves.
That is correct.
You know, in life, anybody that refuses to realize their mistake, you are not ready to learn.
I agree with you. The maybe someone for you the third time when you run the game, let me know.
So I want to say thank you to that lady right here, our current national president. And folks, they go to you what I'm saying right now. Give EDITH POAH a second chance. 2 years is not enough. If you want to make sure and you want to see EDITH doing better, give her the second chance. And LSG is on board. Whether I campaign, part of the campaign team or not, I will run the campaign for Madam POAH and join me. All those that believe in me, all those that used to support me, I need that support again so we can make a woman a two-time president of Grand GEA Association. And all those that live in Arizona, please, if you want to go to Fargo, and I'm encouraging everybody to go, please, if you want to go to Fargo, call me. Our board chairman is around. We'll be in the meeting. B-ball, call him. Mr. Eric Tay, call him. From here to Fargo is $200 ticket. Allegiant, if you want to fly with Allegiant, it's 45 minutes from here.
Spirit, just get one try, say one preview. Fine.
No, I'm not encouraging it. It's cheap. It's cheaper. But I encourage them to carry their things that they will wear. So you can go with Allegiant. It's $200. Everybody in Arizona, please, whether you Grand GEA or not, you want to come have fun with us. If you are a associate member, you have child by Grand GEA woman or Grand GEA men, come and join us. Let's go for the convention. Go and see the different. Go and see how Grand GEA celebrate. Now, in the state of Arizona, I want to first of all say thank you to my predecessor, Mr. Eric Tay, Adam Wilson. Those two gentlemen made me right now a better president. Because without them, I think I'm heading nowhere.
And the board, don't forget about the board now.
No, let the board sit down.
But you said, okay, make you president.
Yeah, but I already talked about them, but I want to talk about the president, the people that led the organization. So every Grand GEA in Arizona, on behalf of me, if you see Eric anywhere, tell him thank you. Or tell him thank you. You know, he's really working hard for the community. Let us get him the flower the time he is alive. You know, since Eric came on board, we're doing better. And the chapter is really improving. So you want to tell everything, thank you. Madam EDITH POAH also came to Arizona on a short notice. My people, Grand GEA, no president in the history of Grand GEA Association has done it.
I saw people
no president in the history of Grand GEA. I LGA saying it. I know all the presidents. Some of them might not know me. They started knowing me last minute time when I started doing my Poroqua show. For I attend most 95% of the convention in America, so I know all the presidents. Madam POAH said, I don't even know me that I used to go for convention in Kansas City and all of that. No, when she was vice president, who know LGA? Nobody. So now she know me. But what I'm trying to say, I know all the presidents, and the best president ever right now that I see that can comply with every chapter is Madam EDITH POAH.
Thank you.
So my people, let us get EDITH a second chance. I'm not running campaign right now, but I just had to put it out there. She's a good person, sweet person to work with, and let her try and make EDITH a better president too. Thank you.
All right. So
You know
people,
what? Sorry, before you close
Yeah,
out,
go
I
ahead.
left for something very important.
Say it, because you say something when you bring question again, we'll continue. Bollietv, when you're talking, we'll be listening. Huh? Go ahead.
Mr. GEA,
Yeah, Madam President.
it takes a man to do what you are doing.
I told you people, Bollietv can bring everything out. Go ahead, man.
I remember I called him. I said, you know, for me, I reached out to people. I wasn't president back then. I said, how's Arizona? And he talked about the challenges. I said, you need to reach out to Eric. And he felt certain way about, and
I said, no.
I connected them. It was not easy, but he realized everything, and he said, I said, you never, as a leader, you cannot have a permanent enemy. And I asked him, I said, no matter what, if you don't succeed, it's not Eric though.
It's you.
And I must give it up to Mr. Tay too. He took his time. He listened to President GEA. They went back and forth. And we are happy to be where we are today. He could have chosen to say, no, you know what? And sorry, POAH, I'm not going to be bothered. I'm not going to do it. And he did it. And Mr. GEA himself too, he leveled himself. So they are doing good. Okay. And Mr. Toba, that's your community. You try to see what you can do. You know, like Mr. Kala, we always got to remember what previous leader has done. The name Omega Kala is not just an ordinary name in this community.
We all know that, man.
That I can tell everybody.
Yeah, the other day
That
I was
name.
church, giving communion there now.
Shout out
your
to Chairman
church, man.
Kala.
Well, you know, let me say something. Madam President, Mr. President, I would like to take this time to tell both of you thank you. I really truly believe she's a true leader, right?
Yeah.
She was not even aware of the interview. Only you are supposed to interview.
Right.
The first thing that came from him, I said, you know what happened? Let's go to EDITH place and do an interview. Because it will be the national president will be there.
Yeah.
So I said, you sure she will do it? Because the women and I, I'm not ready, I'm putting the other one on, you know.
And I told you
So I expected. But when I came, she hugged everybody's life. I heard everything. When I called Eric, I said, Eric, on my way
she
to
the
the house.
stranger, she even served us.
Yeah, no. When I called Eric, I said, Eric, I go over to your house. I said, tell my president, I come in there. I heard him tell me, I said, oh, the journalist coming. So I really do appreciate the time, you know, for accepting and even sitting down doing a promo before doing this interview. I want to take this time to thank you. Bollietv is your home. You're running campaign for anything, reach out to me. I know they know me, they say I'm more wow, but don't worry about it. They want more getting done for you. When they can make it, yeah, and I'm trying to put it in the Grand Association. I've heard you talk about that. Tell me, the election will be factual. I will make it be the person that won't do it, they'll forget. I won't do it. They'll forget what they say. They steal money to do what? Just call me. The one I'm doing for the community, we have, listen to me, we all have to face ourselves.
Right.
Because whatever affect the Grand Association here will affect our county Grand will affect Liberia. Because who knows? Any one of us here can become leader tomorrow.
Right.
So, my man, first I would like to say thank you for confessing live on Bollietv.
I know, man, to research.
Seba and
Goa.
Yeah. And Madam President, thanks for accepting his, his honesty. I like what you said.
Oh no, it was nothing.
Now that we're about to close this broadcast,
even when you used to go, I mean, I still used to call. I used to call him.
You're still being a little more active. When you're calling, you go talk to him. But you know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, we have to go because we sit out here. I will still be asking questions. I know I saw there, man, you want to talk too much because they both here, they throw something to you, say I'm making you more. But I know I'm going to do it. But I'll still be there, my occasion, I'll tell you one day. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.